All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that Cathie Wood keeps on buying. It actually hit new lows, bounced back up, and consolidating right now. As well as we're going to share the ticker symbols we mentioned this morning over at the Discord, how they performed, and if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link to the Discord is down below, and we look forward to having you join us. So, CTRM stock announces reverse split over the weekend. It was already pulling downwards in the aftermarket on Friday. Pre-market fell to newer lows and then bounced back up and then bounced back down, consolidated, and it's building momentum to the upside, having very volatile spikes and then big pull downs. So this stock is presenting itself with opportunities of 10 to 20% on the last 2 days. So this is something to watch moving forward. But let me share with you guys what caused this to spike from 36 cents all the way up to almost 42 cents. And it is the announcement of deliveries of the Magic Nebula, Wonder Vega, and the Magic Starlight. Now, you know what's interesting? Castor Maritime Inc. is now coming out with all this information on these different deliveries and these different bulk carriers while they actually just announced a reverse split. Like, why weren't they doing this before? I'm not sure, or this is just a coincidence that this is the timing of this information, but the stock is moving upwards and it is getting some momentum, and that's why it spiked up today. It's not because there's hype around the reverse split. Reverse splits, especially when a stock is below $1, it's not always a good sign because the stock is actually needing to do this to maintain compliance. Now, we saw this coming. We talked about it in January and February in some of my videos. I had a projected timeline towards the beginning of June, somewhere around that area or middle. Turns out it happened a little bit earlier, and it's going to happen at the end of this month on the 28th. So CTRM is certainly in a position where things could be very volatile the rest of this week. But the big spike today, it's not because of the reverse split hype or anything like that. It had to do with this big news here of the announcement of deliveries of the Magic Nebula, Wonder Vega, and Magic Starlight. Okay, I just want everybody to be aware of that and not confuse any of this momentum because reverse splits are a good sign or a bad sign. It's all different. There's no true negative or positive on a reverse split on every single stock. It's different, and it all involves investor sentiment. Now, based off the chart, you can see investor sentiment, how it really is. It jumps up really fast, it pulls back down really fast, jumps up really fast, and pulls back down really fast. Now, there is a very subtle momentum from this low here all the way up to where we're at, and if it continues, it can continue to hit newer highs, newer lows, newer highs, newer lows. That's possible, and that can go into the reverse split. We'll have to see how things play out going into next week. It'll be very interesting as well and the rest of the month. But CTRM right now, you could see the peaks are up here and they're very short-lived, and then it kind of consolidates sideways and then pulls back down to a newer low, pulled back down to a newer low, and then it built some momentum towards the end of the day going into the pre-market, consolidating and then jumping. So I know I'm drawing a lot of lines and circles. I hope I'm not confusing you. I just want you guys to be aware of how quickly this is being volatile and moving back and forth, but it's presented some nice 5 to 10% opportunities and 10 to 20% opportunities based off the movement. So it is something to watch, but cautiously and vigilantly, right? So the 50-day moving average is 38 cents, and our support level is down here at 36 cents. So you want to watch this carefully. The closer it gets to 36 cents, the further it's getting away from 38, and the bulls are losing more traction, and the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. Now, the bears have control right now because we're below the 50-day moving average, and it is in tug-of-war zone. But for the bulls to maintain some leverage, they need to break through the 50-day moving average and 39.58. And if you just want to round that up to 40 cents, you can. That needs to be broken through by the bulls, turn into a support so they can pull away from the 50-day moving average, get out of bearish territory, reach newer highs and new resistance levels. Now, if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned on in. All I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I'm going to share with you guys the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord, as well as the ticker symbol you won't want to miss that Cathie Wood keeps on adding up to her position. She almost has 8 million shares in total, and this stock is in a consolidation period right now, so stay tuned. The ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that we talked about over at the Patreon early on this morning. We were watching as it was going into further weakness, and Cathie Wood has not stopped adding to this position. This is a stock you definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. It actually hit new lows we had not seen in months. It jumped back up this week. It's consolidating right now, and this is the time to do further due diligence to see if in this consolidation there'll be a catalyst to pull it further up, or if it's going to go into further weakness once again, presenting itself as a bigger opportunity. We're going to talk about that in just a moment, but let me share with you guys two of the stocks that we went ahead and mentioned this morning. So EDU was one of the stocks we mentioned this morning that performed more than we expected, right? Pretty fast early on. We caught it at 10.10, and it was an analysis upgrade from Goldman Sachs at 10.10. ANPC gave us small opportunities of 3 to 5%. TLC was the same thing, but EDU and DPW were the stocks we were watching closely, and EDU fell down to a low here of 995 and hit a high of 1073, pulled back again, giving an 8 to 9% opportunity right off the bat, pulled back and just continued to run, giving a 20% plus opportunity throughout the day. That was phenomenal to actually have a run like that, but it was not expected right away, right? This is something that is rare to actually see a stock like this pull back so fast and run like that all day, but Goldman Sachs does not stick their head out randomly like that to put an analysis price target upwards and upgrade it for no reason. So it was kind of reasonable for this to move like this, but we were looking for that quick 5 to 10% on a regular day, and we caught it. 10 to 20% is a great day, and 20% plus is a home run. So this was our other regular day opportunity, and it was DPW. We actually caught it in the pre-market pretty close to its low here, and we're going to look at this right here closely. When I mentioned it, DPW was sitting at 257, and net income was 2 million for Q1 versus last year's loss of almost 7 million. So it was jumping on revenue growth, and it was right there at 256, 1 cent off, and it shot up to a high here of 273, giving close to 8 to 10% once again on the day. Pulled back again, giving another 10% plus opportunity. So this stock did have some momentum here, and it built up based off of its movement early on. That's what we were looking for, and if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So the ticker symbol is BFLY, Butterfly Network Inc. This is a stock you want to have on your watch list because Cathie Wood, regardless if she sells or buys, she's buying more than she sells. Her position has grown over time, and we started watching this one going into weakness, hit a new low we had not seen in months at the $9.20 range, picked up some momentum, consolidated, and it's going upwards again. Now, this is something to watch if it's going to go into further weakness or continue to consolidate before the next run. Now, this is a stock that's going to disrupt its sector in niche, so it is something to do your research on, do your due diligence so you understand more about it. I believe it's going to change lives. I believe it's going to change everything on how we see it for what it focuses on and what this innovation will do. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it has to be yours. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on opportunities that I'm seeing based off the charts and the overall market and sector of what this could do or what any stock can do. But it does not mean I tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any of the stocks I mentioned. Now let's look at how Cathie Wood, her position is sitting right now with Butterfly Network. So her total amount for Butterfly Network is 7.5 million shares at a value of $80 million. She's pretty bullish to be having that one up there. She's been buying tremendously over time, And at these dips, it's looking like an even bigger opportunity. And after the SPAC merger that happened, it hit highs here of $29. It has been going downwards. The SPAC industry has just been totaled and downward trended, but there could be a reversal for the companies that are innovative and changing the game. So this is one of those that I believe is changing the game. You have to do your due diligence to understand it, but definitely keep it on your watch list moving forward. I'm going to be looking for further weakness or consolidation before the next run with strength. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.